Brothers. I said I wasn't gonna win no do-rag, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Get it done regardless. I really ain't gonna spend too much. Well, um, damn. I was about to say I ain't gonna spend too much time on this video, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So this topic is gonna be about black men knowing your worth, or the black man's worth rather. And you see with everything that's going on in the world, and you know what's going on in the black community and things like that. The black man is, like I said in my Father's Day video, the black man is the most well, men in general, but especially the black man. The black man is the most underappreciated, undervalued man on the earth, and it's not even close. Person on the earth, and it's not even a close second. You know what I mean? From everything from, you know, the black man being out of the home, all these different programs, and how the system is set up, and you know what I mean, it's a lot of dynamics. But really, I really said all that to say that black men, us as a collective, we should know our worth, because we don't need society or anybody else to try to tell us our worth, because we should be self-validated. And and like I preach that a lot. Well, I ain't gonna say preach, but I say that a lot. You know what I mean? Being self-validated, because like I say, being self-validated and actually, well, saying you're self-validated and being self-validated are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say, "Oh, I'm self-validated. I don't self-compliments. I don't do this. I don't do that." But subconsciously, when you on your grind or you doing your thing, you just kind of look for that, kind of like that, damn, like, is somebody watching me right now type shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, and one of the main ways that us black men should know our worth is to not settle. And that's really the main point of this video that I'm making, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna just leave it to a relationship standpoint, because I feel like, I'm not gonna say it's pointless, you know what I mean? But like in life, whether that be from a monetary aspect, whether that be from a relationship aspect, who you choose to hang around, even the women you bring into your life, or you choose to fuck with, the one woman or 12, feel like, you know what I mean? It's just about knowing your worth, man. And yeah, like I said a little while ago, never settle. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, like my pops told me, settling, like if you're a king, or you call yourself a king, or you call yourself, or you view yourself, or if you view yourself in high esteem, which you should, which we all should, rather, you shouldn't settle. Because settling, to me, and even if you look up the definition of settling is the things you want, you kind of compromise. Like you compromise what you want to kind of, you know what I mean? Well, okay, just to leave it from a relationship aspect, right? Let's say you with a girl, or if it's a female you digging or whatever, or females you digging, whatever. She not really what you look for in a woman, but just because she's present in that current time, then you settle. Which settling is really lowering your value, lowering your standards and shit like that, just because she's there. And like I say, all pussy isn't good pussy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I say, man, never settle. Like, not even necessarily just from a relationship aspect, but in life, you know what I mean? You have your own business or businesses, and I speak from experience on this. People would try to, fuck it, I'ma just say it. All the black people do this shit. I hate to say it like that, but I just gotta be real. Like, I saw this video for a brother I follow on Instagram. He posted it. And the brother was selling headphones. Long story short, the quality of the headphones was like second best in the world, and it was like $50. I'm like, okay, that ain't bad for some shit, because I see headphones go for like 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 600. Shit, how much them little pills, them little Beast pills be going for and shit? My point exactly. So, two black men walked in the store. It was a black man, of course, who was selling a product. These two black men walked in the store, and one said, "I'll give you 15 for it." Then the other one was like, well, I got $2, so that's 17. Bro, that's a $33. That's like what, 33? Yeah, $33 you missed out on a profit. You know what I'm saying? And I use that example because me having experience in that, you know what I mean? Like, people will try to tell you your worth. That's what a discount is. All a discount is somebody telling you your worth. That's not what you're worth. You know what I mean? That's just somebody trying to tell you what you're worth. Tell you what you're worth, you know what I'm saying? And I only see that happen with black people. I'm not saying it doesn't happen with the other races or the other demographics, but I see it a lot, especially with black people. You know what I mean? Like, we'll go in these high-end fashion stores and like Dolce and Gabbana and Louis Vuitton, and you know what I mean? Y'all know these brands. Shit, drop $500 on a pair of Gucci flip-flops, but a brother has a $150 service or product and a service he's offering, and they try to lowball them. You see what I'm saying? So that's stupid shit. So that's why I say, man, don't settle for less. You know what I mean? Not even necessarily saying from a relationship aspect, but in general, you know what I mean? 'Cause like I said, black men, we are kings. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say gods because I feel like that's a mockery of the Most High. Not to get into not to digress, but you know what I mean? Like, not to digress, but you know, when you hear that term gods, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really say that. I prefer the term kings. You know what I mean? Because it's only one God. God, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, whatever name you choose to call him, you know what I mean? It's only one God. But we are kings through him, and with him being our God or the head or the leader, you know what I mean, that we're kings, and it's a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And also too, in the home, black men, the home doesn't function without black men. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my brother Q Speaks Facts. He has a good quote. He says that a house divided cannot withstand. I'm gonna say it again. A house divided cannot withstand, and that's so true. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just leave it to black people right now. You know what I mean? Like you rarely see black men in the home in the black community. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all in my Father's Day video. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers will really be shocked. I'm like, yeah, this is my daughter. Like, I'm like, oh, I know what it is. Like, people are like, that's your daughter? Wow. Translation: we didn't expect a young black man to be in his daughter's life. I mean, if we just going off the stereotype, let them tell it. But there's plenty of brothers out here for their children. They just don't get the attention. You know what I mean? And like I say, attention doesn't equate to value. Just because you're giving more attention or something is given more attention, that doesn't mean it's valuable. Because if it's valuable, it's not accessible to everybody. I'm gonna say it again. Attention doesn't equate to value, because what's valuable, what's truly valuable, isn't accessible to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you're an underrated person, or if you have underrated attributes or characteristics about yourself, embrace that. You know what I mean? Like myself, rather. I'm not accessible to everybody. Shit, this is probably the most I'll ever talk. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, yeah, I'm not accessible to everybody. You know what I mean? I only put myself out there. I only put myself out there like that to a select few of people, because everybody is not worthy of my time. You know what I mean? And that's how black men should feel. I'm not saying black men should feel like me. I'm just saying we should have the mindset of everybody's not worth our time. Everybody doesn't deserve to have our energy. Motherfuckers don't need to share the same room as us. Fuck all that being humble shit. We just gotta call shit for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because the black man has been trained to be overly humble and not be confident and not know his worth, not know his value, put others before himself instead of looking at the man in the mirror and saying, you know what, I'm gonna make sure you straight first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how we've been programmed. I'm not saying all of us are like that, but what I am saying is that that's just how we've been programmed. So yeah, man, that's why I say in the home, especially, black man is the most valuable. You know what I mean? Because like I said a little while ago, a house divided cannot withstand. And that's why they divided the home, took the man out the home, went after the women, and because we all know women go whichever way the tides are going. That's why all these fuck it, I'ma just say it. That's why all these homosexual movements, that's why all these transgender, lesbian movements are just at an all-time high, especially in the black community. You know what I mean? And something else out here too that I want to put you, well, I ain't gonna say I want to put you brothers on game about, but be very, very cautious of when you hear people say like shit like toxic, I mean not toxic masculinity. When you hear people say shit like masculine females, I'm like, what? Like it's funny too, cause you never like it's funny too, cause you hear toxic masculinity thrown at a man who's really a man, but they try to equate masculinity with a woman. Like you see that shit? I'm gonna say it again. Like we all see or we've all heard the term toxic masculinity. You know what I mean? And it's really no need to break that shit down because it's in itself. They saying that masculinity, true masculinity, is toxic. A man being about his mission, being on his purpose, being an actual man, not a boy, not a male, is toxic. But they try to equate masculinity or so-called aggression with the female, you know what I'm saying? So man, y'all be mindful of that shit, man. And this all ties into why I say the black man must know his worth, because they want that archetype to be the leader in the so-called community, you know what I mean? Like they want the confused. People ain't gonna like me saying this. I don't give a fuck. Somebody gotta say it. Shit, like I said, somebody gotta play devil's advocate, sort of say. So I'll play devil's advocate. Like they want like the lesbian or the transgender person to be the so-called figurehead in the community. You know what I'm saying? That's why they remove the men out of the home. You know what I'm saying? That's why they know if it's a man in the home, a man ain't gonna stand for that shit. A man gonna be like, what? Get your ass home some of this shit. You know what I mean? But a woman, women are like women are just so open to all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's another video. But yeah, brothers, I really said all that to say, man, know your worth. Don't settle. Oh yeah, before I go, I posted this on my Instagram too. Always view yourself as a first option. I'm gonna say it again. Always view yourself as a first option. You know what I'm saying? The reason I say that is because when you view yourself as a first option and you carry yourself like a first option and you believe that you're a first option, people can't tell you your worth. Okay, since motherfuckers like relationship analogies, I'm gonna use a relationship analogy. Let's say, you know what I mean, a female talks to all these different niggas, but she comes to you, like the type of dude she would have turned down, rejected, you know what I mean, back in the day. Now all of a sudden, all the dudes she fucked with at first don't want to fuck with her no more. Now she want to come back to you. You see what I'm saying? That's not you being the first option. And I'm gonna be real. If a female don't want to fuck with me first, or meaning that if I'm not the first dude she wants to fuck with, I'm not gonna fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? All this second option shit, you weighing your options, then come to me, you know what I mean? And that ties back into what I was saying earlier about not settling. Because, you know what I mean, it's easy to kind of, if you really don't, not saying I'm not used to female attention, but if you're not really used to that shit, then it's kind of like, oh wow, like she finally showed me. Like, nah, bro, it's deeper than that. But I ain't gonna really talk about the females too much. And also from a monetary aspect, let's say you have a job, you know what I mean, and for whatever reason it just didn't work out. Like for the past year and a half, a lot of jobs been laying people off. I'm sure you brothers have seen a lot of places are hiring. Damn near everywhere is hiring because they're short on people, because people are starting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? People are starting to realize that this whole working a job, like nothing is wrong with working. Let me just clear that up. Nothing is wrong with working, you know what I mean? But is it really security? Because growing up, we've heard, yeah, you're supposed to graduate high school, and once you graduate high school, you immediately go into college, which is some more bullshit. And then when you go into college, you find a good job, and then you just blah, 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 then retire at 65. Like, how is that living? So you mean to tell me I gotta wait till I'm 65 to really live? You know what I mean? Well, why not grind while I'm young, and by the time I'm 30, hell, really younger than that, but I just like using 30, you know what I mean? Like between the ages of 30 and 35, I can enjoy the fruits of my labor and still be young. Like 30 and 35, that's still young. Why do I have to wait till I'm damn near dead to finally live or reap the benefits for me being in the workforce for damn near 50 years, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how old I was when I first started working, you know what I mean? So that's why I say these jobs, ain't no security in these jobs. They can let you go just like that. You die, Hell, after your funeral, they have your position posted on their website looking for somebody else to replace you. That's why I say, man, view yourself as a first option. That's the video for today, man. I'm gonna start doing these sports videos too, man. Yeah, man, I really want to do these sports videos from basketball, well, from boxing, MMA, basketball, football a little bit. Yeah, man, but yeah, that's the video for today, man. And like I say, man, view yourself as a first option. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, that's how you should view yourself, especially as a black man. You know what I mean? But, yep, that's it. I'm out.